In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the dial gauge in Power BI. If you want a quick, glanceable way to compare performance against a target, the gauge visual, also called the dial gauge, is perfect. Start by opening your Power BI desktop app and loading one of your existing reports. Make sure you're on the report page where you want the gauge to appear. Look over to the visualizations pane on the right side of your screen and find the gauge visual. Click it once and Power BI will place a blank gauge on your report canvas. You can resize and position it just like any other visual, so feel free to drag the corners so it has enough room to display clearly. Next, you'll connect data to the gauge. Drag your measure, something like total sales, into the value well for the gauge. This tells Power BI what number the dial should show. If your measure is aggregated correctly and formatted as a number or currency, you'll immediately see the needle move to reflect the current value. Now set the context for that value by defining the minimum and maximum. Open the format pane, then expand gauge axis. Set the minimum, which is typically 0 for most scenarios, then set the maximum to your target value. For example, if your sales goal is 500,000, use that as the maximum. This way, the dial shows exactly how far you are toward the goal. If your values are much larger or smaller, adjust the target so the needle and arc are easy to interpret at a glance. With the basics in place, customize the appearance to make the gauge readable and on brand. In the format pane, you can tweak the data label size in units, turn on the title and rename it to something clear like total sales versus target, and choose colors that improve contrast. Consider a bold accent color for the needle and a neutral tone for the arc so the current value stands out. If the gauge looks crowded, reduce label size or simplify the title. Finally, make use of interactivity. The gauge behaves like other visuals in Power BI, so it responds to slicers and filters. If you add a region slicer and select a specific region, the gauge will instantly update to show sales performance for that selection only. This is great for side-by-side comparisons across segments without changing the underlying setup. That's it. You've added a gauge, connected a measure, set meaningful bounds, tailored the look, and enabled interactive analysis, all in a few simple actions.